Sometimes an unsuccessful toy hunt can reap some benefits.
Make their head drop.
What's up, everyone? So I'm here in the Nerd Cave headquarters, loftish area, and I have another toy haul. So this is a very small toy haul. Spoiler alert for the first item in the toy haul right there. But I'm gonna be taking a few of these out of box, showing you what they look like, doing a mini showcase, doing a little comparison. So let's get started. Why don't we? So this one here, I got at Madness Comics and Games in Plano. And this is something that I've had my eye on for a while. It was only 25 bucks, but it is the Super 7 Hero. For those that don't know, this line right here, The Powers of Grayskull, was an unproduced line from the 80s. They were supposed to have made these figures back in the 80s, but they never got around to it. Super 7 finally produced this figure. So this is freaking amazing. This is like a piece of history that never was history. But this is really awesome. So it is the 5POA Masters of the Universe Hero. And here is the box art on the back. Pretty freaking awesome. Super 7. So this is really, really cool because this actually says, look for the Powers of Grayskull coming your way in 1987. So this is freaking sweet. They actually have those dinosaurs. I think those dinosaurs did get produced. Those did actually come out. And then there's Eldor, which you can also buy as well. But I'm probably going to be keeping this on card just because I love the whole presentation of it with the card art on the front, the way it looks in the bubble, and then all of the stuff on the back as well, the card art in the back. I also have this one right here, this He-Man, which I've kept on card. So that's probably how they're going to be displayed, both of them on card. Kind of reproductions of classic figures, this one right here, and then I guess a reproduction of a concept figure which never came out, that Hero. So very, very cool. That was the first pick up there. I got that one again. Madness Comics, 25 bucks. So this is what I was talking about in that extremely creepy intro to this video. I went to Walgreens. I went to like 4 Walgreens. I should have probably recorded me going into these Walgreens, but that probably would have been a whole lot of nothing because I was looking for the Marvel Legends Walgreens exclusive Emma Frost. I was looking for the Walgreens exclusive Marvel Legends Danny Moonstar / Wolfsbane / frickin' Karma. Found neither of those, but I did find these. So these are by Diamond Select, and these are Tron figures. So for those that are not old enough to remember, this was a movie that came out in 1982 called Tron, made by Disney, and it's frickin' classic. I was 7 years old when this came out, so I was absolutely mesmerized and blown away by this movie. Just the fact that a guy went into a video game, because video games were kind of big at the time and I was all about Atari and whatnot, and a guy goes into a video game, becomes part of the video game. It was an awesome movie, to say the least, as a 7-year-old. But I've always been a fan of Tron, and I picked these two up. So I got Sark. So there is Sark. And I'm going to take the Sark out of the box and show you this thing up close. And then I also got Tron right there. There is a Flynn, and I think there might be a variant of the Flynn because I've seen images online of a blue Flynn, which is how he looks in the movie, and then also a red version of Flynn. So I don't know if that's like a variant or a chase version. I'm on the lookout for both of those. So for right now, I have Tron and Sark, and again, I will go ahead and open up this Sark. I remember having the original Tron vintage figures back in the early 80s, and those have actually been some figures that I've been really trying to pick up. So as a bonus, at the end of this video, I'm actually going to show you my windowsill over here. I know you've been waiting for a collection video, but I'm going to show you this windowsill here because I've been waiting to get a new Detolf. And basically, I was going to put all my vintage figures in this Detolf, but for right now, I have a windowsill with a bunch of vintage figures, Gobots, Superpowers, D&D, He-Man, frickin' G.I. Joe, and Mask. I haven't been able to fit everything on this windowsill because it's not an extremely huge windowsill. It's all vintage stuff, and I can't wait to show you that. But going back to Tron, I've been trying to pick up the Sark and the Flynn and the Tron figures, the old ones from, I think it was like 81 by Tomy made those. But I'm on the lookout for those. I'm actually got my eye on an eBay listing right now, on this screen right now. But Sark looks great. I'm going to show you this one out of package. But frickin' Tron. If you weren't alive in the early 80s, just for poops and giggles, go ahead and give Tron a watch and see if you like it. Again, I was 7 when it came out and I frickin' loved it. Alright, so I also found this one at Walgreens. Also looking for Emma Frost and Danny Moonstar. I did not find them again, but I did find this for $7.99. This is a Star Wars Black Series Han Solo, and it is my very, very favorite look of Han Solo in all of the movies from my very, very favorite movie of all time, The Empire Strikes Back. This is Bespin Han. And I've wanted to get this. I keep passing on this figure. I've passed on it probably 50 times every time I see it. I don't know why, because again, the Bespin Han figure from Empire Strikes Back, the 3 3/4 inch figure, was like one of my favorite figures ever. That and Bespin Luke were my like 2 favorite figures. Boba Fett, you can have Boba Fett all day. I wanted Bespin Luke and Bespin Han. So this one right here looks great, and I got it for $7.99 on sale at Walgreens. I guess they had a sale on Black Series. $7.99 for Bespin Han. I did pick up a new Mezco figure. So I got the Joker, and this is the, I guess they're calling this Punk Joker, because he doesn't look like the traditional Joker. He's like the newer modern version of Joker with the frickin' hipster hairdo, looking like a frickin' emo badass right there. I'm going to go ahead and take this guy out of package. I have the Mezco Batman Sovereign Knight, so I'm going to show you those together, show you what they look like. I'm really happy that I picked this one up. I'm happy that I gave Mezco a second chance. I have like frickin' 3 or 4 Mezcos on pre-order right now. I think their billing system is still a little jacked. I missed out on a frickin' Gomez figure, which is now going for like a frickin' boatload of money. But that's okay, because I just got the Stealth Ops Gomez, what's that, a New York Comic Con exclusive. I got that the other day, so that one will be coming soon. But there is Joker. I'm going to take that out, show you that one out of package. And then I got, hey, Cincy, are you still collecting Hot Toys figures? You're freaking damn right I am. I got the Stormtrooper. This is the new Stormtrooper. They basically improved upon a few things. It's interesting because I think I saw this actually on Sideshow's website where they showed the new Stormtrooper, this one right here, and then they showed the previous Stormtrooper, and they're like, hey, we improved on this, and this, and this, and this, and this. So they're basically pointing out all the flaws on the previous figure for this one right here. So there's no art there. So there you go. Here's the new box art. Stormtrooper. If you are a Star Wars Hot Toys collector, I feel like this is kind of a necessity. I feel like you kind of need a basic Stormtrooper in your Hot Toys collection if you're a Hot Toys Star Wars collector. It's just, I know a lot of people like to collect just like the characters, not like the troop builders, but I think you kind of need a Stormtrooper. They're so iconic looking to Star Wars. So I'm going to show you that one out of package. I'm going to show you the frickin' Joker out of package. I'm going to show you Sark out of package. Let's do it. Alright, so I was not expecting much when I saw these on the shelf. They were $16.99. I really didn't even know that these were a thing. I didn't know that these were coming out. I knew that they had made some Tron figures with the Kingdom Hearts line, but I skipped those. But when I saw these, I was like, oh, these are cool. 16 bucks. I'll bite. But holy frickin' ass! Am I impressed with this thing? Good frickin' Lord. Alright, so let me show you this thing up close. He has a ton of articulation. More so than I was expecting. I guess I didn't take a good look at it in the package, but the frickin' face sculpt. Wow. I mean, that looks just like David Warner, the actor that played Sark. Alright, so let me just go over this thing. I'm so freaking impressed with this. I'm so happy I picked this up. And I can't recommend this thing enough. If you are remotely a Tron fan, I mean, this is as close you can get to a no-brainer as possible. So anyway, he has ankle articulation right there. He does have ankle pivot. He has double jointed knees. He has a low thigh cut right there. He's got hip articulation. He's got waist swivel. He also has like mid-belly articulation right there. The only articulation that's somewhat limited is his head because of, I mean, the mold there. I mean, but look at the face sculpt. This was a $16 figure. He's got double jointed elbows. He's got a bicep cut. He's got shoulder articulation, and then he's got wrist articulation. He comes with his disc. The disc has a peg, which you can then peg into the back right there. Look at the paintwork on this. There is some sloppiness in the paintwork and the lines there, but I just noticed that. But overall, for $16 frickin' dollars, this face sculpt, the amount of articulation you get, again, no brainer at this point. I would highly recommend this Tron figure, this Stark figure. I haven't seen the Flynn. I own the Tron. But if the Tron and the Flynn are remotely as good as this out of package, good lord, I'm down for the entire line. That would be freaking awesome if Diamond Select made a light cycle too. But this is fantastic. Wow. I'm very impressed with this figure. Again, $16, $16.99 at Walgreens, so highly recommend. Alright, up next is the Mezco Joker, and he looks very cool. I really like the face sculpt there. So there is just an immediate close-up of the face sculpt. Again, he's got the cool hipster haircut, but look at that face. That is awesome. Very awesome. He does come with another head sculpt, this one right here, which the hair looks even more hipster, if you can do that. But again, cool face sculpt right there. Just some of the accessories. I didn't feel like taking all the hands out and everything out, but this is pretty cool. This little teddy bear bomb. Pretty freaking cool right there. And then he comes with one of these little bullet effects, because he does come with a submachine gun right there. So let me just show you this thing up close. Again, I really like that face sculpt. That is very cool. This is obviously not my favorite look of the Joker, but it's good enough. I like it. I like having it in my collection. Obviously, the purple coat Joker, the first Joker that came out by Mezco's, my preferred look of the Joker, but this one is pretty freaking cool. I do like it. He comes with this like cane, and the cane, if you can see there, has a little skull at the top of it. That's really cool looking. Then he has this gun right here, and it's got purple and green on it. Comes with these two knives, which I have sheathed in his belt. And comes with an orange vest, these punk rock pants, and some combat boots. But pretty cool looking figure. I do like it. And he comes with this base. It says ha 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 all over it. But I think I'm going to stop using bases for my Mezcos. They take up a lot of room. And honestly, I just really like the way they look without the base. So I started posing my Mezcos without bases. So let me go ahead and bring in the Sovereign Knight Batman, and I'll show you the comparison between these two. Alright, so here is the Sovereign Knight Batman, and for those that don't know, this is part of the Mezco's little trilogy to Batman. First one was Ascending Knight, this one's Sovereign Knight, and I frickin' forgot the third one. It's Old Man Batman, but this is supposed to be like Batman in his prime. So there you go, there's the size comparison between the Sovereign Knight Batman, which I do very much like this figure a lot. I actually have the blue version coming in like 2 days. But there's Joker next to him. So Joker is slightly taller than Batman, but they look really good together. They look fantastic together. So I'm going to do a DC Mezco shelf. I have John Stewart Green Lantern coming. I have Hal Jordan Green Lantern coming. And then I have the blue Batman PX previous exclusive coming. And then I have Harley, the Deluxe Harley on pre-order. So I'll have a nice little DC Mezco shelf in no time. But there you go, there's the size comparison. Joker, Batman. This is the Clown Prince of Crime Joker. He looks good. Very punk rockish. Very modern looking, but pretty awesome. Alright, and last but not least, here's the Hot Toys figure that I picked up. This is the Stormtrooper. I'm not sure if you can even pick this up, but let me see if I can get a better look at it. There's translucent green plastic in his eyes, and there we go. See that right there? And it really stands out, and it's freaking beautiful. I love that. It's easier to see here in person, trust me, but it looks really, really cool. Anyway, here is the full shot of the Stormtrooper, and I'll start at the base. Just says Stormtrooper right there. There's his feet. He's got some wear on his feet. And you can see some like carbon scoring on his shin pads there. I love how they put that kind of muck and grime on the armor. It should not look extremely clean. These are soldiers after all. And you can see the little muck and grime in the belt there. And whoa, there's a blaster. Close-up of a blaster right there. This part right here, what's that called? I'm not a gun guy. Is that called a stock? It folds backwards so that it can be like back here. I don't know. Please correct me in the comments as to what that thing is called that folds back right there. Folds back and that like goes into his elbow pit there. Anyway, continuing on. Here's his head sculpt. Alright, so here is the side view. It seemed like from the pictures that they showed online, they kind of streamlined this guy. He looked a little bulky, I guess, on the first run. And then this one, they just made him more svelte, I guess. But here is his little holster for his blaster. There's that classic. I always look at it as an 011. I don't know what that is, but it's. I always looked at it. I'm like, oh, it says 011 on his back. And then there's the back of his head. Now you can see the green in the eyes. They really, really pop when you have it here in person. But very, very cool looking figure. It's standard Hot Toys articulation, but he looks good. I like it. He looks good with, I've got him on a shelf with a New Hope Luke, because the only other two figures that I have from New Hope are Han and Chewie, and I can't separate them, so he is on a shelf with Luke right now. I was going to put him on a shelf with Empire Strikes Back Darth, but they looked a little crammed on that shelf, so there you go. There are the three figures that I opened up, and there's a little size comparison there. Between the Hot Toys, Stormtrooper, the Mezco, Clown Prince, Joker, and then that frickin' amazing surprise that is Diamond Select Sark from Tron. I've been showing these in the background this whole video if you've been watching, so let me do a very, very quick and dirty overview on my vintage figures on my windowsill here. So I'll be right back after I move these guys out of the way. By the way, these three right here, the reason why they're there, because they are definitely contenders for top 10 of the year. So I've started to separate some of my favorite figures of the year, and Jetfire, Worthy Cap, Bumblebee, definite contenders for figure of the year, top 10. So there you go. Here you go. Hopefully you enjoy this. I guess this is like a little precursor to the actual collection video, but here are some vintage figures that I own. This is not all of them because I only have 2 mask vehicles down there, but this is just a nice little sampling of my vintage stuff. But anyway, I'm going to start over here with the Gobots, and there is Super Psykill, Super Vamp. We've got Coptor, we've got Leader One, and we've got Scooter right there. So there's my Gobots collection, and then there is Puzzler, which if you watched my last video, I picked this one up in Columbus, and he survived the trip down to Texas. So he is phenomenal. I freaking love it. He looks fantastic. I love Gobots. I need more Gobots. I need a Psykill, a regular size Psykill. I need a Turbo. I need more Gobots in my life. Here are some Superpowers figures. I do have a Superman on card, but we've got Aquaman, we've got Flash, Green Lantern, Hawkman, Firestorm, and then we've got Mantis in the back, Steppenwolf, Desaad, good old Lex Luthor right there, and then Dr. Fate. So those are my Superpowers figures that I have displayed right now. I have a Dungeons & Dragons Warduke, which I frickin' adore. One of my favorite vintage figures in my entire collection. Just absolutely frickin' awesome. I've got Triclops from He-Man. And then I have some Joes here. Of course, I have some Joes. So these are original Joes. I've got a complete Lowlight right there. Got a complete Shipwreck. Got this one at Toy Department. Love this figure. I have a complete Flint. I have Sergeant Slaughter, and I actually just bought the missiles off of eBay for the Triple T tank, and I'm about to buy the engine cover too to make that complete. So the Sarge and the Triple T tank will be complete very soon. You still got the guns there on the side. And then I've got Psych Out complete in the back there. I've got Footloose complete. I got that one at Toy Department also. I've got Snake Eyes. That's the 85 Snake Eyes. I'm missing some parts, but I'm going to hopefully buy those on eBay. I'm missing the Uzi, I'm missing the sword, and I'm missing Timber. But I do have the backpack. And then there is a near complete Duke. I'm about to buy his gun on eBay as well. So near complete Duke. But there are some Joes for you right there. Some vintage Joes. Love my Joes. And then last but certainly not least, one of my favorite toy lines of the 80s, Mask. I have the Condor with Brad Turner right there. And then I have the Hurricane with one of the best names ever, Hondo McClane. Frickin' Hondo McClane in the Hurricane. And this right here is the cure to sadness, the cure to stress. 80s plastic. Ladies and gentlemen, and some die-cast too, but mostly plastic. But yes, I love my windowsill. Absolutely love it. It's amazing. And I'll show you guys this again. I'll probably switch stuff out before I do my collection video. I'll switch stuff out so you can see some new stuff on this windowsill. Maybe I'll just keep stuff on my windowsill here. I'm not sure. Looks pretty good up there. But there you go. Alright, so that is the end of this video. Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing. I do promise you I will have a collection video coming soon. Time is of the essence. Time is hard to find nowadays. Working a full-time job. Again, if you don't know, I do videos full-time. That's my gig, my profession. So I'm working on videos all day long. Sometimes the very last thing I want to do after I'm done with work is do more videos. So I promise you, I can't wait to show you this collection. I keep building this collection, so it just keeps getting better and better. And it's gonna be better and better for you to watch when I finally do show you my collection video. But I hope you enjoyed my very quick glimpse at my vintage figures on this windowsill. This is like, anytime I'm like stressed out, having a crappy day, I made a crappy professional video and I'm just like, that sucked. I could have done better. I just turn my head and look at this freaking gorgeous array of 80s plastic. And I just think to myself, life is good. So there you go. I guess that's the lesson of the day. Surround yourself with stuff that makes you happy. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching. I promise a collection video is coming soon, but thanks for watching this video. And if you liked it, give a thumbs up, because you guys are awesome. And without you, I wouldn't do this. I'll catch you later, and adios.